Stay away from those riflemen, though. They can still shoot you while you're in the air. Oh, treasure. It's exactly how you want to start. You don't want to have to be rummaging around and... Oh no. Alright. Okay. So if I just give these lads a moment. Yeah. Okay. Good. Gooder. Yes. Back on. Back off. Oh, we still have enemies down here, though. Which is kind of sad to think about. When you, like, the spirits are trapped where they perished, and these ships are sunken in the bay. You know, they were lit on fire, and who knows what each of these people were trying to do at the time, but they perished instead. And that's all thanks to Arthas. This was before even he picked up Frostmourne. Frostmourne pretty much changed him into a different person altogether. Like, yes, he still had all the memories and feelings of Arthas, but he would never act on those feelings the same way again. 20 of these. We could do that. Zier Hut. Oh hey, a treasure chest. That's worth a couple of quests of experience. If you ever run into a treasure chest, don't hesitate to grab that, because I hope you saw what it did. They usually blend in very well with the environment. But if you're looking for a treasure chest, you shouldn't be mistaking it for something else. It should be fairly distinct. He actually respawns really fast. So if we just stayed here and farmed him, we would probably be alright. Good job, Thok. Keep him distracted. I gotta desecrate this corpse. Okay. 8 out of 15. So we're over halfway there. And we have a lot of the other parts of the quests to do, so I'm gonna just try and get a little bit closer. Find some more armor. And weapon stands. There's one there. There's an armor. Gladly have that. And we will cherry pick our way through. This is like sort of a testament to their efficiency and their vision. Like, New Hearthglen, I don't believe it existed before Wrath of the Lich King, and the Scarlet Onslaught is the same as that. They never existed before Wrath of the Lich King. But somehow they switched from priest paladin, sort of a enclave out in the hills and of Lordaeron, sort of almost separated from every other human faction. And they, after being defeated, they build ships, sail to a brand new continent that is far harsher than where they left, and found a mega settlement on par with anything the Alliance has here. And they did it in, you know, half the time with half the resources. Like, they they're a juggernaut, and I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we do see the Scarlet Enclave, I guess, in some form or another in the future. Sorry, I should have been talking about all of that while I was fighting them, but I wanted to give a good view of what they have here. Like, from down here, yeah, there's some buildings and a cathedral, but you can't get a sense of it. It takes up the entire coastline of this one peninsula.
I am out of range.
That knight was moonwalking. The reason they don't get along with everybody that's like in the Alliance and the Horde all that much is because they're extremists. They will hunt anything that exists outside of their ideals, and for them justice comes at the tip of a sword. So not the most forgiving system if you're not a human that practices holy magic or doesn't practice the dark arts, as they say. So kind of an example is, here's a chapel, right? Like, you know, a little chapel. People come to pray, and there's a priest at the thing, and then next to the chapel is the cathedral. With, you know, it's extreme. Me being a warlock is about the worst thing that could happen for these Scarlet Onslaught members. They fanatically follow the light, but they're way more extreme, way more extreme than the Scarlet Crusade. And the Scarlet Crusade themselves are already extremists. But the Scarlet Onslaught, they more want to attack the problem of the Scourge with any means necessary. The Scarlet Crusade, they pretty much only focused on the light, and there were exceptions here and there, but it didn't matter if you were still a devout, loyal member of the Scarlet Crusade. If you were tainted in any way by the Scourge, then you were an enemy. And the Scarlet Onslaught, they take it a step further, I guess. I don't know where the line is drawn, but they have members that will wield shadow magic, opposite of the light, and they're okay with it as long as they're fighting for the Onslaught. So to them, I guess that end justifies the means. I wish I was here to rescue you. That means I'm going to have to come back. Which is not a problem. I just would have preferred to free him right now. I don't know where I'm going to find any more armor and weapons. There's a blacksmith over here. So, thinking it through, the blacksmith should have lots of armor and weapons. Yes? Oh, unless somebody beat me here. Now where's my mount? There. Okay. I do see it, but It's not a quest. So I'm going to fly up on the roof. Already cleared this little spot. So we'll see if there's any weapon racks in here. Easier access. Doesn't look like it. Fuck that. Get on this. Ooh, what is that? Onslaughy Rage. See, if a real infernal had come crashing down, this entire staircase would probably be useless now. Kinda like that idea. I'm not gonna go up the staircase again. The whole idea of the Scarlet Crusade came to be because their homeland was taken over by the Scourge. It was literally brought to ruin. So they like to find any undead and torture them for whatever reason. I guess the Forsaken must be good prisoners to torture because they react like humans, whereas the Scourge will act like undead monsters and just kind of scream and, you know, all that stuff. Not necessarily, I guess, react to pain, but just react in general. So you can tell like they're screaming at you just because you're there, not because you're hurting them, which is a little bit sadistic. If you can't tell, if you can't tell, if you really can't tell, please seek professional help. Yes, just a couple more armors and weapons. I have a feeling I would have found more by now, but these other players have shown up and have stolen what is rightfully mine. It's all mine. They're taking it. Oh, there's an armor. Can get that one. Keep our eyes peeled. Oh, there's another weapon. We'll make our way there. I can get close enough without gaining the attention of this executioner. Good. Next, just armors. Need some armors. Maybe if I'm on top of this. Yes. It confuses them, you see. I'm on a keg, and they say to themselves, "How did you get on this keg?" And I say, "Never you mind. See, these, they're wearing armor. It doesn't appear that they have it." Oh, hello. Let's go ahead and move on into this area.
I do not have a target.
The excellent area for maple wood chests. But I only need one more armor here, and then we can move on from here. Just one more. Anywhere around here. One more. Just one. Okay, so back to base. Oh, a quest here. 3 Onslaught war horses. Okay, I do not want to go to Grizzly Hill. What would you like? Death Guard Molder.
What would you ask of death? Embrace the shadow.
Siege Smith Bombs. That's fairly simple. I felt there was more to this. Oh, maybe I have to just bring back the war horses. And then we will be given the rest of the quest chain, if there is one. I tend to look things up and try to know what I'm walking into, but I don't write anything down, and I don't try to pander to it unless if it doesn't come up naturally for me. I tend to not do it. Okay. Oh, good. So if I use this on this, yes. Where's this horse? Oh, but that's okay. Way to kill the horse, demons. I should have known better than to leave the demons in charge of that, but come on. Pretty clear what we were trying to do there. I'm gonna take some health from this bird. Only bird health, but better than no health. Good. This should wrap things up nicely. And thus ends the Great Horse Caper. There's your horse.
And you are...
Good. Still wants me to go to Grizzly Hills. And so she has something for me. We have some assassination targets. Oh, don't know how I'm planning to assassinate anybody. I can't even get past the tree branch. And I'm assuming all the assassinations are down here in this Scarlet Onslaught base camp, New Hearthglen. This is usually more than enough. Yes, could you please hit that person? Thank you. Good. There. Good. Oh, well. Heal Fuckback. Him on. Good. Or, I suppose, her. Death Guards can be a her. Nobody ever said they couldn't. I wish I was an undead. I would eat their bodies, but I'm not. So, have to fly away instead. And eat perhaps on this roof. Engineer Burke. Other side of the Abbey. Ah. Good. Perfect. That's how it should go every time. Ah, what the hey. We'll stop and we'll swing by. And we will grab some of those Siege Smith bombs before we head back to Venom's Spite. Oh, there's a quest down here. Surveyor Hansen. What is it you would like, Surveyor Hansen? 20 forgotten ghosts. It's too bad I hadn't met you earlier. Yeah. Guess we'll get some forgotten ghosts. Underneath Thok back. Come on, Thok. Whew. That was a little too spicy. If only there was a way to make Thok just a little touch more powerful. He just seems to me like he's lacking a bit of panache he could put on, you know? And we'll make another one. We got Thok back. Alright.
Too far away.
Speak quickly.
And there's level 70. Can you believe it? It might be worth the while to head one zone inside of Northrend, but not sure. I might go to Burning Crusade content instead. That would be just as enjoyable for me. I've actually played through all of the expansions while they were current, and after they had become, I guess, old content. Light's Trust. That's up north from here. We might head there instead if we need to, after gathering all these Siegesmith bombs. One there, two there. If we can get it without arousing too much suspicion. It looks like we got away with it. 3 out of 6. Mind the frost worms when you come. There's some more. Oh, he wants to have a Chaos Bolt off. I win. Here, Thok. I can't do with you always being dead. It's not doing me any good. All that effort, just for one bomb. Oh, I have all the bombs. Weird. Now we have 2 quests to turn in at Venomspite? And... oh, a frozen herb on the ground.